Okay. Everything? He would have seen everything in reverse. Hey, Nick. We should take a second and think about what old CD said in his testimony. You can be Phoenix when he's talking to Maya. Hello?
Hello? Okay. How did he phrase it again? That's right, the person the same size as the green lens of his spectacles.
Okay. So he was wearing it on.
No question, you can lock me up if I'm wrong, but it was his left. And he used the same hand to pick up the cup with his left hand. He used his left hand to pick up the cup with his left hand.
Okay, so the coffee cup, the problem was that it was with his right hand, which is why that would be reversed. However, if we look at here, specifically says wore an HMD over his left eye. So that would not have been reversed.
Yeah, it couldn't have been the same because his left eardrum was the one that was in.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that fact. It's okay.
Well, okay, from now on we'll just refer to it as injury.
Oh no, you can refer to it however they say it, I don't mind.
Oh, okay.
I've played this case before, I'm prepared for this, for his injury ear thing to come up. If he saw everything he described reflected in a mirror, and everything he said he saw on the left was actually on the right, huh?
Which is not true. That clears up all the tests. No, that's your line.
No, that was still, I was saying part of, never mind. They're gone.
You're still talking to Maya.
Huh. It's kind of hard to believe everything's the fault of a mirror, but do you think Old CD saw everything through a reflection?
If he did, it would explain the contradictions in his testimony.
That just makes the situation worse for Maggie. There's got to be something in that old man's testimony. We've just got to dig deeper. And I think I found it, Nick.
What, Maya?
Well, it's a good thing that I am the defense attorney. For now.
Why, Maya?
Because I know what the contradiction is, Nick.
Good job, Maya. Maya.
What?
Is this getting annoying to you, Maya?
No, not really.
That is good, Maya.
The coffee cup, the earpiece, and the HMD. Let's think back over Mr. Kudo's testimony for a second, shall we?
The boy was wearing the earpiece on the side! No question, you look nothing wrong, left. No doubt.
So to summarize, we were told both the HMD and the earpiece were on the victim's left side. Now, if Mr. Kudo saw all that as a reflection in a mirror, it means both the HMD and the earpiece were actually on the victim's right side. Exactamente. You seem unsure. Now that you think about it, it is not so hard, none. Wait, did you just call me sir? I wasn't fully paying attention. Also, unfortunately, that's where we run into a monumental contradiction with the facts. If Mr. Kudo really did see everything in a mirror, why is it that the HMD is now on the wrong side of his head?
Order! That's right. What is correct? That the witness genuinely observed the victim reflected in the mirror, then we would expect the victim's eyepiece to have been over his right eye.
How bitter. Wright, you should have a taste of this bitterness. It'll calm you down in no time. This is Phoenix. How about you just be Phoenix for this case? Since we are, when he's directly addressed.
Are you talking about coffee or something different?
You don't understand the way the witness thinks.
How he thinks?
You remember this, I presume? I broke the vase. Sorry. Apology, what? I mean, Mr. Kudo's sworn testimony? Exactly. Wait. You didn't have that. You gave yours to us. Wait. Exactly. The old man has one very grievous habit, other than throwing seeds. The more of an impression something makes, the more muddled his mind makes it. And what's the most striking thing about Mr. Elg?
Clearly, it's the victim's eyepiece.
And that's my point. The old man strikes again. Mr. Elg's HMD made a big impression on the old man. I saw the earpiece and those newfangled spectacles he was wearing. Oh yes, they were both on his left ear, you hear? His left ear. Huh. Well, Faye. And trite. That's the worst but best impression of Mr. Kudo ever. I can top it though!
Spectacles and left, the ear that is on the left, and potatoes are potatoes, and
Like, I really thought he was old CD for a minute there. That is good.
No. I must agree that yesterday's witness was an irresponsible, rash in his testimony.
Bad luck, Nick. Looks like the boil of contradiction that you found is just a rash. I will take credit for it again once it has come back and is important again. A mirror can't be beaten by a handful of seeds, nor can it lie. So what exactly was the old man looking at? Fill us in, Mr. Armstrong. Go on, tell the court. We're all ears. I can explain. Please, if you will look at the plans of the restaurant. Okay, we're back. I just needed to clean out the files. I haven't been deleting things lately, so we have plenty of space now. Is everyone sitting comfortably? Lemire was in the middle of the restaurant, dividing the two halves.
It was?
Really? Just like randomly in the middle there.
That seems like a safety hazard.
That's just impractical. Like,
Yeah.
and also where? Okay. We know he wasn't sitting here because he wanted to put a new vase, but when we investigated, I specifically remember there being one on this table. No, it's right here. Like I said, this is the seat where, this is specifically the table where, I wonder if that's in the crime photo. Exactly. The vase is right there.
Wait, yeah, the vase is still there.
Which means that Mr. Kudo was not sitting in that seat. Because Mr. Armstrong, if you show him that vase, he specifically says that he wanted to put another one up, but they wouldn't let him because of the investigation. Meaning that he had no time to put it back up before this photo was taken. Meaning that this is the one table, well, these two tables were the only tables that Mr. Kudo could not have been sitting at. He was sitting at one of these two tables. Most likely this one, because it's the easiest to view the victim from. So basically, we've already found the contradiction. I forget exactly. Oh, I remember. It was the part where I think Maya was asking Phoenix what the flowers were if you click on that in the investigation, and Phoenix names the flowers. And Maya was like, wow, you know a lot about flowers, Nick. And then Phoenix was like, no, those are really just like the only, or no, she was like, well, even I know those flowers, Nick. And Phoenix was like, well, I'm a lawyer, not a flower person. Botanist, yes. Thank.
Milk.
That was the seat at the table next to the victims. That was where the old man was sitting. After the terrible incident occurred, I moved the mirror so it was not in the way. First of all, no, you can't move things around at a crime scene. But naturally, I did not touch anything else.
I see no problem.
Wait, I know what's going on. I have an objection. We can keep up, except for the guy breaking out in a cold sweat over there again. Nick! I told you, I've got this under control.
I'm not so sure about that for some reason. I, for some reason, doubt you.
It's okay, I'm used to it.
That's sad.
Yes, it is, but I'm going to prove you wrong, Nick. Because that's what I need to figure out. I mean, I know how, I just don't know how to point it out. Seat. Because... Okay, that did work. This piece of evidence contradicts with testimony we have heard, Your Honor.
There we go.
Yes, this photo clearly shows something that theoretically should not exist. Should not exist. Huh. Sounds like you're describing your partner, Mr. Wright.
I find it funny that that sentence could have been read two different ways, but depending on how you read it, it makes sense in different contexts. It's weird.
Yeah, I figured it made more sense for... It makes a lot more sense for Gatto to say that to Phoenix.
Like that, yeah. But if you read it the other way, it could have been read, then it would sound like he's talking about Maya. Which is weird. That's what's so confusing about the language of English. Probably most other languages. I'm not sure how these work, though.
Yes.
Okay. Now then, if the defense would clearly state its statement.
Oh! You mean because strike's an actual word?
Huh?
No.
Wait, what?
You mean because strike's an actual word?
No, I was referring to how you read that last word.
Oh.
The toning of the sentence.
Yeah, because it's a real word.
That's not what I was saying, though.
Oh. Well.
What I was saying is how you read it, it made it clear that he was saying that Trite was the one Wright was the one that was missing.
Mm-hmm.
But if you read it the other way, as in he was talking to Mr. Wright, then no, it sounds like he's talking about Maya.
Oh.
I think it had to do with the fact that you had like a brief pause there. And then you said his name.
Wait, the way I said it, who did it sound like he was talking about?
It sounded like he said that Maya was being Trite was Wright was missing.
Shouldn't exist?
Well, yeah, because he's talking to Maya, so that makes sense.
Okay. Good, because that was my goal. My goal was for him to say as Phoenix.
Like, oh, yeah, the person that shouldn't exist. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of the person that shouldn't exist, right?
Yeah, that's why I paused.
Short, like, 2-second pause really makes a difference. It's funny.
That was my goal, because...
I know. That's why I just wanted to point that out, how funny that is, like, in language, how like, those small little changes in how you read something really makes a difference.
Yes. It also makes me sound like I'm being very dramatic during trials, when in reality, I just hesitate to say words all the time, and so it comes out with dramatic pauses.
Don't reveal your secret, Phoenix.
Oh, it's not a secret. I just lack confidence. That's no secret at all.
That's funny.
I'm very confident about my unconfidence. Okay, we already know this one. It's the, Wait. Let's just make sure we press on the right flower in the vase.
It sounds weird.
Oh, the vase? What?
What does this contradict? Hello.
Okay. Your Honor, I'm telling you that there should have been no vase on this table. Because it very clearly contradicts with this piece of evidence. There's one thing that was clearly demonstrated by yesterday's testimony. Mr. Kudo broke the vase that was on the table where he was sitting. And yet, as the court can see, there's an unbroken vase on the table next to the victim. Why? Because Mr. Kudo was not in fact sitting at the table next to the victim at all. Don't be an idiot, Trite. That's impossible. That seat's the only one Kudo could have seen the victim's reflection from. Exactly. I like how Gato's still insulting Phoenix. Don't be an idiot, try it. Phoenix is just sitting there like, wait, I didn't say anything though.
Hi, this is Maya. We forgot to stop recording again. Thanks for watching, Feral.